Morning, everybody. Mike Vaki, Princetontrader, here with your Tuesday morning pre-market webcast. Okay, so we talked yesterday about two things. We talked about the band ride being over, and we talked about how weekly pivot was going to be important. Somebody asked me about, how I come up with a weekly pivot. There's lots of tiny little variations about pivots, but generally you take your time frame, daily, weekly, monthly, whatever it is. You take the high, you take the low, you take the close, you add them up, you divide by 3, and you get a pivot. Okay, the weekly pivot that I use is tweaked a little bit from your basic standard E-mini high-low close divided by 3. Doesn't vary by much, but that one works just as well. So the reality is, the weekly pivot's down here at 24.6443. It had a couple of tests pre-market when we were talking. They tried to take it out during the morning turn. We had a long setup with a 24.63 risk marker that we just stuck with all day long. It wasn't particularly exciting, but it pulled back to the 66, 67 area. We reiterated it to our subscribers overnight via our messaging system. I've got a cold, so I apologize. And you're getting a nice push since retesting it, right around the Europe Open, right around 3 o'clock in the morning. Tested daily pivot at 24.6717, held that. And so now on my stuff, the 76.25 all-time highs are wide open. They opened up yesterday afternoon. The bulls have got to go print new all-time highs. They certainly can't be leaving double tops, all right, up in the 75.25 area. And you don't want to be leaving a double top up here. Not that it would have any lasting force and effect, but it does bring in, the double top crowd. For at least a slight pullback. So as we head through the day, the key is still the weekly pivot. Early in the week, you get a test of the weekly pivot that holds. As long as that stays the case, it's advantage bulls and it's buy the dips through the week. So what do the bears have to do to reverse this? Well, for starters, they could not give up a new all-time high. Then they could create some lower highs. Then they could convert 66, 67, then take a look at weekly pivot, so on and so forth from there. If they can't jump those hurdles, then by Wednesday, Thursday, they're going to end up re-engaging with the upper band up at 24.86. And if your initial reaction to me saying that is, well, how could we possibly do that? We're up here, we've been going up forever. I don't know what to tell you, except that every dip gets bought, and then we go make higher highs. When it stops doing that, then I'll do other stuff. But as long as this works, I'm going to keep doing it. The room's going to keep doing it because the room is making handles doing it. This isn't about putting on your bear t-shirt, and going and sitting in the stands with your pom-poms and rooting along. It's about being on the team that is succeeding, jumping on that horse and riding into victory. Right now, it's the bulls. Some other day it will be the bears, maybe today. I don't know. If things turn around, then, I'll change my tune. But for now, I'm long 66.75. I've got a runner left, and I want to see how much I can get out of it. We spent yesterday, we were short 69.25 yesterday for the open. Then we went ahead and flipped long down in this area. Took a little bit of heat there in the morning for a couple of handles. But I was long 66.75 for the rest of the day. It's just I worship at the church of what's working now. And if you're going to be an individual trader, you need to do the same. It makes your life a lot easier than coming in saying we need to go down today or we need to go up today. The market doesn't need to do anything. The market just needs to open up and trade and identify price. Identify price and risk. It's all about price and risk. I did a thing on Instagram and Twitter last week where we talked about price. Go watch it again. It's there. All right, everybody have a good morning. There will be more videos today. I could not do them yesterday. My voice was just gone. I just was not. I would have sounded like a 40-year chain smoker, but I'm a little better today, so we'll get some more content out. But remember, price, risk. It's a dip buy market until it's not. All right, have a good one, trader. Follow us over on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat at Princeton Trader. Check us out on Facebook and join us for a free trial at www.princetontrader.com. Trade 'em